All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. This is a reading with me. I'm Steve. It says Steve on the graphic, but it's reading with me. I don't like to talk about myself in third person. The main energy here is Jupiter sextiling the North Node. All right, it's got a little trine or something like that going with the South Node as well. It's a very important energy. I put it on my schedule of readings I was going to do this month on my main blog page. That being said, what is it? Well, it's what if. It's the great perhaps, actually, keeps popping in my head, which, as a lot of you know, I give every year a title. And the great perhaps was, or maybe kind of type of thing, was my title for 2020. So maybe for some of you, right, this energy it makes people try new things. If you're encouraged to try something completely different or try something again, go with it. Okay? You're being shown that for a reason. If you're not encouraged to do it, then don't. You'll be encouraged by the energy around you to try something different. So when I get the great perhaps popping in my head, and that ties back to 2020, maybe for some of you watching, this is something either with you or with somebody else that was maybe gonna happen but got jammed up by COVID and all the fucking lockdown bullshit. Okay? Maybe it's another crack at it. It's another crack at something from that time frame, which was pretty early in the soulmate cycle, so it could be for a lot of you. It was still part of this soulmate cycle, this current one. That being said, what's it mean to the incoming energies? Well, I got a pre-shuffle here. It's just the surface energy, me talking to the universe before I hit record. Take a look at it, but we'll go through and do a reading. But I mean, you got an energy attached to you here, Ace of Cups. Something new love, right? Love flowing, crossed by the Death card. Somebody wants something new here. Somebody's being shown, given signs. Everywhere fucking signs. Big giant black flags and a guy in a suit of armor with a skull saying, hey, try something different, right? Somebody being shown that for sure. And it might take a punt on it. There's the energy here to just kind of go with it, an impulsive action. So you might have somebody taking an impulsive action towards you. Something that they might not have done before. I'll keep going. Underneath it's a Wheel of Fortune. It's a 10. It changes everything. It turns everything 180 degrees. It's a 10. 10s are the end, dead end that lead to a new beginning. It's something different. The Wheel of Fortune is bookending the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, I'm being right on point here by saying, because the great perhaps keeps ringing in my head, for some of you, this ties back to 2020 and the COVID lockdowns and all that. Something couldn't happen then because of certain other circumstances. It's kind of coming around again. The opportunity energy is there. So this is an energy of what if. It's an energy of trying something new. You might be encouraged to. The energy will encourage you to try something new, to move in a new direction. If that's the case, I would go with it if I were you. Make your own decisions, but I would go with it, okay? Because it's important. It's putting you in line with something. Somebody else is getting a lot of signs. I picked up on it. Somebody attached to you getting a lot of signs with that Death card crossing the Ace of Cups. A lot of them to take an impulsive action. It's making them antsy with that Knight of Wands there. All right, we'll see. This first card out's before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? I will tell you while I shuffle. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. But this is pretty serious energy. It's a big deal. Doesn't come around all the time. Not with Jupiter in Gemini, kind of helping things out a little bit. Often, doing its thing. This is pretty wild. This is once a decade, once every 12-year energy, I would say. So, take it or leave it. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it, okay? But if you're here, you're probably here for a reason. Card before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? Something new, a new journey. The Magician represents the beginning of a new journey. He's ready to go, right? The Fool's set the intention. He's like, I'm going to take a leap of faith here. By the time we get to the Magician here, right? The number 1 card, the Fool's the 0 card. You got it gathering up everything, ready to go. This is trying something new. And there's an energy here. If you're shown to do it, just do it. Just go for it. Telling you, somebody here wants something different. I don't understand. I get it. But there's another energy there. I'm just kind of talking to myself. What comes after the cut? The Page of Swords. Yeah. That's the other energy that I couldn't put my finger on, because the Magician usually has a lot of confidence attached to it. This is something, for some of you, there's an energy attached to you. This isn't you. This is the incoming energy, okay? The energy that's attached it's something they tried and failed before, okay? So it's tied to something like that, all right? Now again, that can also back up what I said about the COVID thing back in 2020. Tried, it didn't work because, you know, lockdown, hey, we can't get together, we all locked down kind of a thing. But at the end of the day here is somebody here who remembers a disappointment of the last time they tried this. So whatever that means to you, it means to you. It might mean something to you, but I read it more as an energy attached to you. But it's a good sign that we got the magician in the why the fuck are we here position. Let's give the deck a final shuffle. Let's pull a reading. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Give me the soulmate cycle universe with the influence of Jupiter sextile and the North Node. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's a full sextile this time. Earlier in the year, I think April or something like that, they had semi-sex. They only made it to third base. This is home place all the way around, right? Oh, yeah. Full on. It's a bang. Let's do it. Here we go. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. I'm done shuffling. It's the Hanged Man. It's an energy that's been hanging around waiting for a moment, okay? Sometimes that happens. I said you're going to get signs that it's time to try something different. The universe will show you it's okay. You'll feel okay about it. You know, this energy's been hanging around waiting for waiting for the right time. That's really, it's a literal translation. What's fueling this? It's the Hierophant. It's a very fucking, it's just, again, the energy right now is making people feel like it's time to come down. It's time to do something, right? A whole new perspective on something here. What's underneath the Hierophant? The Five of Wands. Something here, somebody usually would resist this. Whatever it is, somebody would usually resist it. Now, it just feels righteous. It feels like the right thing to do. Okay? Oh, wow. Okay. And again, the same applies to you. It's just I'm pulling on the incoming energy here, but keep in mind what I said about this energy, right? If you get the inclination to try something different, something out of the ordinary, I would go with the flow of the energy. It's there for a reason. It's trying to redirect you or something like that. If you don't get the inclination, don't just start doing stupid shit because, well, Steve said try something new. No, Steve ain't saying nothing. If the energy around you kind of makes you feel like you should, giving you some signs, you'll notice the signs, right? Then go for it. Right here's the energy around your connection with whoever this is attached to you. Right here's the 3D energies around this person in real life, how they're behaving. Right here's their soul. This is the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses I'm going to extend this one. And if for no other reason, I want to know more about you and how you factor into all this. But we'll see. Maybe it'll show up here. Anyway, let's take out our overall energy, an energy that's been hanging around, waiting for the right moment, something they usually resist, something that they failed at before. I mean, it's all coming up again, and there's our pre-shuffle. And now they get signs, try something else, and just go for it. Just do it, do it, do it. Knight of Wands, impulsive action. My God, it's like perfection in tarot there. The cards are falling nice today. Man, if it wasn't 190 degrees there, I'd shoot up to Vegas. I'm obviously having some good luck with cards today. All right, right here is the energy around your connection. Queen of Pentacles. I mean, it's always you. I threw the card. It's funny. It's like a no-brainer thing. It's like there's an energy that's focused. Oh, I feel it. Where the fuck is that? Where are you, the Empress? Give me the fucking Empress. Give me the fucking Empress. There it is, right underneath the Hermit. I knew it. I could fucking smell it. I could smell it. Okay. I knew the fucking Empress was there. Somebody here. There's an energy that is coming towards the DF. Okay. Most of what's happening in this energy is affected upon the DF side of this connection. Okay? That's all. That's what's there. That's where we're going to leave it until we clarify. Right here, 3D energies around whoever the fuck this is attached to you. It could be more than one energy. I don't know. It's a very attractive energy, so much so I could smell the Empress there. All right, 3D. Nice. So, I mean, what did I say? Run toward. Right? I'm going to run to you. There's Brian Adams coming back again, but I'm going to run to you. Right? When it feels all right, when the timing's right, whatever he sings in that fucking song, it's there. There it is. And look how fast this is. As soon as I threw this card, the first thing I noticed was the speed of it. Right? The speed. It's very fast, headed this way. It's acting upon the DF side, and this would be a DM energy. This is very, 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 very strong. Somebody here just irresistible, something to say, hey, I want to try something new. I'm gonna go crazy. Right? Maybe they're normally Maybe they normally just eat the vanilla ice cream and the Neapolitan. And this energy, they're going to go crazy. They're going to mix the chocolate and the strawberry, right? They're going to mix them together. It's a bit of that. It's a bit of somebody here, the last time they tried this, or they chicken out usually they're against it, not in this energy. This energy encourages you to ask, what if? What if I talked to the Queen of Pentacles? What if I had done that? Somebody will go find out. And I know they will, because since we got the pre-shuffle back a little bit, that guy right there, right? And those signs are unmistakable. If a guy on a white horse wearing a suit of armor, a skeleton wearing a suit of armor, carrying a big black flag walked up to you, you would probably remember that. You'd probably notice. You'd probably go, even if you're somebody who doesn't think things happen for a reason, you'd probably think, well, this is happening for a reason. I'm not really sure, but that's pretty wild, right? Especially if it's not Halloween. Right? Here we go. What's red with the Queen of Pentacles? What's their soul here? World. Most powerful card I could pull. The only outfit I drew, right? My wife drew the other outfits. The only one I drew is very nice. I think I did a pretty good job. I was definitely feeling the 1920s. I'll tell you that. All right? And I didn't cover her much because I'm me. That said, that's the World. It's the most powerful card I could pull. It's, again, something. This energy flows from here to here. The soul is on board. It's a brand new energy. We're talking about new energy here. We're talking about behaving in a different way. They feel it differently. The feelings come up. It feels good. It's an auspicious energy that means really good. It flows over here and they go. Right? All of a sudden, it's all acting upon the DF. All you got to do is sit there. Your energy is irresistible. It's so irresistible we could smell the Empress under there with a hermit. We could smell it. You know, it's just unreal. What else is in here? Six of Cups, somebody showing up. Page of Wands, new opportunity. Somebody needs to relieve themselves by the Empress or something like, I don't know. There's like an energy here of calm things down a little bit. Somebody, and in order to do that, somebody got to come toward the Empress. I mean, it's unreal. The Empress is all four queens. This is the energy that you're radiating, okay? As far as within your connection, all right? The Queen of Pentacles, it's soul nurturing. It's nice. The soul likes to be nurtured, same way a muscle likes to be massaged. All right? It really is. All right. You are the blowjob for the soul. I will tell you that in this energy. All right. Hidden energy, message from the universe. That could be a Steve Love Tarot t-shirt. Blowjob for the soul. Hidden energy, message from the universe. Red with the blowjob for the soul. The Knight of Pentacles. Again, it ties to the Hangman a little bit. The universe wants to talk about this Hangman more. I guess I didn't say everything that needs to be said. It's an energy that's been waiting around for just the right moment. We often say this is a methodical night. Plans, sometimes pictured at a table, looking at a map, getting it just right. That's why they're so fucking slow. Anybody who does anything right is fucking slow. Like my mechanic angel I talk about. He's fucking slow. You will take your car in for something that you think is going to be an hour, and he will have it half the day. But you won't have to bring it back. It'll be done right, right? It's that kind of energy here. It's been hanging around for a while. Somebody also figures something out in this energy. They have some kind of epiphany or something, or they get a piece of a puzzle that's been missing. I don't know, maybe they get advice from somebody else. The Knight of Pentacles often takes input from others, which slows them down as well. Too many cooks in the kitchen kind of a thing. Anyway, we'll find out more when we clarify. It's very interesting. I think it's separate from the reading. It's just a message from the universe. It's tied mostly to the Hangman over here, our overall energy. All right, potential final outcome for you. What's all this mean to you? This is all just incoming energy. Here you are sitting there, right, playing with your pentacle, right? There it is. Somebody here coming towards, I believe it, trying something new, trying something that failed before. And again, the great perhaps keeps popping in. I've got an energy here where something that tried to happen in 2020 can happen now. Tried to happen during the lockdowns, maybe 2021 too, although my year title was 2020. The final outcome for you is the Magician. A new journey begins because of this. Something new happens to you. That's the way I could phrase it. It's the energy of the Magician that's the beginning of a new journey. Okay? Gathering up the stuff, but ready to roll. Fixing to go. Cars packed. That kind of thing. But the way I read this is something new happens to you. And it's yellow. You see the yellow in the background? You see the yellow in the background here? These two are tied together. You see the yellow in the background here? These two are read together anyway. These three cards are fused together in this reading. There's the yellow, it happens to you. Something new happens to you. And it's something that's been hanging around, waiting for the energy, waiting for somebody to feel the impulse, right? Okay. That's what this energy does. It's about what if. How long does this energy last? Is it just a day? Is it just an hour? No, energies fade and bleed in, cycles, all that kind of stuff. This energy will be around for a couple of weeks. You know, it'll affect all of you at different times. Of course, you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline, affected by different free will decisions of people around you and yourself. But this energy will be around actually for a couple of weeks. It'll be floating there, right? Like a fart smell in a fucking elevator. It'll just hang around for a couple of floors. You'll be fine. You know, it's not something that has to happen. It's peaking on what? You know, the 9th, 10th kind of time frame here of the month, right? But it doesn't have to happen right on that. That being said, this is why this is a good time for me to be pulling on it. Let's clarify. Let's talk about the Queen of Pentacles here. This is your energy. You're sitting there. Let's do it. My nose is running like a DM. Hold on. We got to fix that. All right. Got my little Kleenex there. We'll put that down. All right, here we go. Turn the fan on. Let's get comfortable. This is going to be a fun one to clarify. Got some powerful cards here. So this is communication. Well, I mean, we could look at it that way. It's just something different happens. It's almost like I get this magician saying, finally, time to go, right? Like that. Queen of Pentacles, let's talk about it. Let's also lift it up a notch. Queen of Pentacles, why is it here? Let's talk to the witches here. Let's clarify with the witches. See where we go. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. The energy of your connection is all about the DF side being acted upon. And we saw that. It played out here. Somebody been watching you and thinking about you for a while. I will tell you that. And for some of you, because these three are tied together, and this is your final outcome, I think maybe some of you wrote this off. This night is easy to write off. You know, it is. But this is an energy where people try something different, act out of character, do things, go crazy. Right? They go crazy. Normally a vanilla ice cream person, now they mix in strawberry and chocolate. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's crazy. What's going on with the Queen of Pentacles here? Okay. All right, we done. The universe won't let me shuffle no more. Yeah, it's crossed by the, you know, it's funny. It's crossed by the Six of Swords. Okay? And I say that's funny because I want to grab this. Where was that? That Six of Swords was underneath the Empress, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah, there it is. Six of Swords underneath the Empress. Yeah. So, and I read it. This is where I came up with, you know, got to relieve themselves, the blowjob for the soul kind of a thing. It is. There's a great pressure here that needs to be relieved on this guy, this person, whoever this is. It's the DM side, but whoever this is. The DM, we'll put it this way. The DM side is coming to relieve a great pressure. They're coming right to the DF side. Okay? There is. I could feel that pressure. It's there. All right? It doesn't have to be sexual tension, but it's more fun to go that route here in the reading. But at the end of the day, it's a pressure. It's something to say. They got something to say. And what they say actually brings great change. It changes a lot of things because it's tied to the World card. Anything that's tied to the World card, these two are read together because the energy flows from 5D to 3D. In my experience, over 30 years throwing these cards, they help me translate energy into words kind of a thing. Anything that's read with the World card, there's a greater than 99% chance it usually comes to fruition. It happens. This is a make it happen card. This is a make it happen energy. What's on top? Eight of Wands. What did I say? I didn't know that was there. I didn't look. I took a big chance. Not really, because I'm reading the energy, you know. But it's the Eight of Wands. It's communication. It's forward movement. You know, again, like I said, somebody's got to do it. There is communication coming to the DF. The energy of your connection backs up. The cards I'm clarifying back up my read on this one card representing your connection right now. The energy is acting upon the DF side. All you got to do is sit there. It's all about you. And that's not saying that you're not going to try things that are out of character for you, but that's separate from the issue that I'm pulling on here, which is the soul connection. Okay? So somebody coming towards you, somebody doing something. It might be a friend that has feelings for you that never told you, right? And you have a soul connection with them. Now they feel like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to tell them. And yeah, that certainly changes everything, I think. I think it brings great change if that happens. It changes the dynamic of the whole damn relationship, right? Why is the Eight of Wands here? Knight of Swords. That's a Knight of Swords. You might recognize it. It's right there. It all flows together seamlessly here, this whole top row. It's perfect. It's communication that brings change. It's everything I already said when I was talking about that. It's everything I've already said. Perfect card to fall there. The universe backing me up 100% here today. Let's talk about the Knight of Swords then. You want to throw it again? Let's talk about it. How someone's behaving in the 3D? Well, maybe to people around them, they might seem a little irrational, a little erratic, but they're doing things that mean something to them. It's part of what I got off that Hierophant that was read with the Hanged Man. You know, sometimes we don't do something until we get a fire in the belly, a fire in the soul. You don't get more fire in the soul than the most powerful card I could pull right there. That's a powerful energy, you know, it really is. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Let's go. Come on. I ain't got all day to shuffle. It's what I said before. You know, we had the Magician before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? And then we have, again, and after the cut, we had the Page of Swords. We got the Page of Swords again. This is something here. The environmental energy around it is somebody wouldn't normally do this because they feel like that it would fail. It would blow up in their face. Okay, it would go wrong. Now they doing it. Okay, that's all. That's saying the same thing that I said already about the Page of Swords. What's on top? The Hermit. My God, the Hermit is with the Empress underneath there. Again, it's all soul here. I talked about it, right? We talked about blowjob for the soul. We talked about it with the world in the soul. It's a powerful card. It's just there. It's all somebody here just doesn't care that they failed before. The energy is just right for this to happen. We got Hierophant fueling the Hanged Man out of the tree. Sometimes we don't do things until it just gets to a point where it feels like we should. Let's just fucking do it. Let's just go for it. It's that impulsive action, too, of the Knight of Wands that's there. But it's all coming from a very soul-based place, all right? Why is the Hermit here? The Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. I almost thought it was going to be the Empress. But the Queen of Pentacles in this reading is tied to the Empress because I smelt the Empress. It's one of the queens that makes up the Empress. You're reflecting as that within your connection. Okay? So it showed up here. It's perfect. Again, the Knight of Swords showed up here, is tied to the communication. And why someone's doing it showed up here is you, tied to the why they're doing it. Tied to someone here is just feeling you. Just feeling it, whatever. Going toward you, need some relief. Normally they wouldn't do it. Normally they'd just spy. Normally they'd just say, fuck it, I'm going to fail. Or this might blow up in my face, but not this time. This time you just go. This is the night that says sometimes you just got to say what the fuck. This is an energy that encourages all of us to ask, what if? Well, what if I had done that? It ties to that old George Eliot thing that I've quoted before, which is it's never too late to be who you might have been. Okay? Now, I often alter that quote because I get a lot of people when I make that quote. Sometimes people say, well, yeah, but I'm like 80. Or if you're 70, it is. Or if you're, whatever, 90, whatever. It's not true. I'm not one to like to typically alter other people's quotes. But I will in this case. It's never too late to be who you might have been. Even if it's just for a fucking minute. Okay? And that's what this energy makes you believe. All right? You got to believe that. Even if it's just for a minute, If you had 1 minute left to live and you could be for that 1 minute who you might have been and feel that, it's worth it. You take that with you. That becomes part of your energetic makeup. All right? This energy is as much as it makes people do things out of character and try something new, it's also very cathartic in a way. All right, that's why the Hierophant is showing up here with the Hanged Man. It's very cathartic. It's big. It feels bigger than life. All right. Why is the World here? And we see that with the World and the soul. We do. Why is the World here? Tell me about it. Tell me about the World. The World and the soul. I mean, I don't know what card I'm going to get here. It'd be funny if it was crossed by the World, but I don't know. I don't have any control over that. Oh, okay. It makes sense. It's red with these, right? Okay. Bookends. These are red together. So, yeah, it's crossed by the Six of Swords. Again, there really is some kind of tension that somebody Somebody's been thinking about you a long time. They've been right there. I mean, these two energies blended together. It's just somebody here just been in the hangman tree a little too long. All right, it's okay. What's on top? 10 swords. Yeah, 10's of the end, dead end that lead to a new beginning. I got 10 swords with the world. Where have I felt that energy before? Did I have 10? Correct me if I'm motherfucking wrong, but I think at some point in the DF side of the soulmate journey reading I did the other day, did I or did I not have 10 swords crossing the world? I could be wrong, but I feel that. I don't remember, but I feel that energy. It's the same thing. So in that soulmate journey reading, we had a whole lot of major arcana. It was everywhere. The whole fucking reading, both sides, was pretty much major arcana all the way around, except for a couple of crossing minor arcanas here and there and an ace of pentacles. Okay? Something along those lines. Pay attention to what I said. The same type of energy is in play here. Something very different is about to happen to you. Okay? Something that's been hanging around a while. It's very auspicious. How do I know? Oh, Steve, you're getting all rainbow unicorn. You know, it could be a bad thing. This is upright energy of the world. It's not a bad thing. This is the most auspicious energy I could pull. Okay? What if something bad happens? What if you find out you got some kind of disease or something like that, and that's the different thing that happens to you? You're finding out because there's more to come for you, and you find out about it so you could fix the motherfucker. That's why. Okay? Try not to, whenever the world is upright, it's for a good reason. It's for a good, you're being encouraged to try something different for a good reason. And I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just trying to shoot down some of the negative energies that come here to my channel. And you come back at me with what they think is a smart comeback, and it's not. It's bullshit. It's just a negative thing. At the end of the day here, something very different is about to happen to you. Something very different is happening to whoever this energy is. This is very powerful, 10 swords with the world, because it marks the end of one era and the beginning of something new. Somebody's not only interested in seeing what if, but they want to find out, they want to keep it that way. They want to say, fuck it. I've got to put an end to something to find out. I'm willing to do that, right? They're willing to go the extra mile. Why is the 10 swords here? That's why. Karma. Judgment. Look at that. Powerful. It had to be. Now, in order to get to the world, we have to get past judgment. We've been stopped from getting past judgment. Okay? Normally we don't get past judgment. Normally we get stopped. The universe is trying to give us a message about this person. It ties to the fact that that page of swords keeps coming up, where I talk about this is something where they're worried it might blow up in their face or it failed before. Normally they don't get past judgment. They don't make it to the world. They get kicked back to the fool on the same level and have to repeat lessons over and over again. Now I ask, why is the 10 swords there? Well, it's there to tell you that, but there's judgment. Now we're getting past judgment. Okay? Now we're moving past it. And we get to the fool, right? We get to the fool on a new level. And we've got the magician here in your final outcome. We're way past that, all right? So this is pretty powerful shit. These are some pretty powerful changes. This is some pretty convincing energy for trying something different, for stepping outside the box, for asking what if, and not just asking it, going to find out what would have happened, all right? Never too late to be who you might have been, okay? It's that kind of energy floating around, even if it's just for a fucking minute. You know, this person might show up. You might say no. You might reject this person. They don't care. They just want to see what would have happened. They want to let it play out. Right? This is a bit like they got this show, and I've talked about it before. On the English, the UK version of a show called Tipping Point. Okay, which is where they have little coins. It's like a coin pusher sort of a thing. Sometimes they have in the jackpot round at the end, the person will fail. Okay, they won't push the jackpot coin over. And the guy, the host of the show, Shepard, I forget his name, some Ben Shepard or something like that. He'll say, well, let's play it out. Let's see what would have happened, right? Sometimes they won't, you know, we'll just see what would have happened had you answered the question right and gotten 3 more, right? Or something like that. And they'll let it play out and see what will happen. That's this energy. It's the let it play out. Okay, it's just that's why this Knight of Wands is here. The Knight of Wands takes a punt, takes a flyer. Let's see what the fuck would have happened. This is that round where they see what would have happened. Alright? So it's not just about asking what if, it's about going ahead and seeing and letting it play out. Alright? Good or bad. Alright, let's talk to the universe. Knight of Pentacles. I just want you to understand this energy. Because if you're getting any signs at all to try something out of the box, out of the ordinary, something different, right? Any signs at all, then you should follow that sign, I think, in this energy. Make your own decisions. Do what you want to do. But I would certainly flow with this energy for sure. It's for a good cause. It's happening for a reason. And it's a very auspicious reason. Although in some cases it may not seem like it, right? But it is. So, again, make your own decisions, please. But my job is to read the energy, and that's what I'm doing for you. Knight of Pentacles. Let's talk about it. What do you want to tell me? It's tied to the Hangman. I think I've pretty much already said it all. Yeah. Nine of Wands. Yeah, somebody here, is it too much input, okay? What happens is, with the 9 wands, I'll do a very interesting interpretation of it, but this is the energy coming off of it. These wands, wall is built one wand at a time, all right? Somebody here attached to you has gotten way too much input from people around them, or they're too informed by people around them. Could be a people pleaser, could be somebody who just cares what other people think too much. I don't know. They don't care in this energy, okay? In this energy, that wall doesn't exist. It's all about the sun that's on the other side of it. What's on top? Look. It's the Knight of Pentacles on top of the Knight of Pentacles. It's right there. I mean, we got so much flow in this reading. We got the Knight of Swords leading into the Knight of Swords. We got the Queen of Pentacles tied to these, tying those together. I mean, the Six of Swords there, tying that with that, which is red. The whole thing, the whole reading is just like tied up in a big bow. Yeah, too many people. It keeps them stuck. The minute they make a decision to go, another thing holds them back from going in the water. Somebody says something to them or something like that. In this energy here, the Knight, this Knight of Pentacles, is red with the 8 of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles moves forward in this energy. Okay? They're not listening. That just backed up what I said before I threw it. Why is the Knight of Pentacles there a second time? This time we get 2 soulmates coming together. Somebody coming to make it happen. Somebody, it's red with the Knight of Swords. This person, whoever this is coming to see what would have happened. Right? For reasons I've already explained. All right? Coming to see what would have happened. Taking a punt, taking a flyer, seeing what's going to go on. Normally, too many voices in the head, worried about what might happen. Oh my God, they're disappointed. Oh my God, I hope I don't get disappointed with the Knight of, or the Page of Swords that's crossing over here. This time, 2 soulmates coming together. This time they do it. I don't know if there's no one around them or if the energies around are drowned out. A lot of times, we get isolated in energy like this. We do. So what happens is someone might say, oh, you don't want to do that. And you just don't hear it. It bounces right off of you. I mean, you might hear it, but it doesn't stick. It doesn't get down to the soul level. Okay? So your final outcome is the Magician. Something very different happening. Somebody here doing a new trick. All right, let's find out. Why is the Magician here? What's the final on this? It's very encouraging that the 2 of Cups is the lead-in card. You know, tied to communication with the Knight of Swords. It's pretty encouraging. But as a whole, you can look at this reading for whatever you want. You can look at the energy for whatever you want. This is an energy that has us ask, what if? All right? And we go find out. Even if it's just for a minute to see what would have happened, it's worth it. Right? Let's go. It is, in its own way, second chance energy. And it's very rare. Don't waste it. Why is the Magician here? Why is the Magician here? What's the final on this? Before I go pull some wicked voodoo on this. Something different's about to happen. Okay? It's crossed by the Divine Masculine, the Emperor. It is red. These cards are red with this. So what I have here is I have this guy getting up off that throne and coming over to you. I have an Emperor doing something out of the ordinary. Doing something that they feel like they can do. And what's on top? Red with the Hermit, the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody here, you're taking a shot. Don't know. Got to work to get to the 9 of Pentacles, liberation, right? Got to put in the work. Somebody knows that they have to. Somebody wants to see what happens if I build all 8 of these pentacles. All right, what happens? And I love this. We've had this happen so many times in this reading. Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Magician, Magician. I mean, that shit, I swear to God, if it wasn't 190 degrees, I'd get in the car, go up to Vegas right now. I'm having some luck with cards for sure. right? Way too fucking hot for me, though. I stay in nice, cool, near the ocean where I am. 78 today where I am. Fuck that 190 shit. But at the end of the day here, magician on top of magician. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful energy. It's very nice. Somebody's showing up. A huge transformation is happening. Poof, the emperor appears in front of you. All of this is acting upon the DF. You don't have to do anything. Does that mean that nothing happens to you in this end? Of course not. You got your own signs. You're taking your own new directions and things like that. This is completely separate. This is somebody else's. You're somebody else's adventure. Okay? You might have other adventures of your own, but you're part of someone else's story. All right? There you go. It's sort of like you're the starring role in your own movie. Right? You're off making a movie, but you have a secondary role, sort of a guest appearance in another movie that's shooting on the other side of town, and that's what it is. So you shoot over, this person comes over, talks to you, do that, and then you go back to your own adventure. Whatever it is. I don't know whether you end up with this person or not. I do know there's communication coming toward you. I got that. I got that really rammed in my face here. So, that being said, let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. I've explained this energy as much as I can with as many simple analogies as I can. It is what it is. All right? Don't just take stupid chances. You're going to be shown signs. You're going to be directed. Pay attention. Pay attention to what other people say to you. Conversations you overhear. Shows that happen to be on TV. Repeating messages over and over again. Why is every commercial about enzyme? Why is every fucking commercial penis and love? What's going on with that? You know, pay attention to the little things that matter. All right? I don't know. Whatever the case, try something different. If you're directed to do so. If you feel like you're being directed to do so. Definitely for a good cause. All right, 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles crossing the 9 of Cups and the base energy. This is something you wanted. Okay? So, whatever it is, whether it's you asking what if and trying something new, or somebody comes toward you and starts chatting you up, that you're like, oh my God, you know? And again, this could tie back to lockdowns and things that couldn't happen or something weird happened with a person during that time and you never really connected with the person. Well, now that person's thinking about you and they might just show up, okay? But they might even be watching you on your social media or something. I have no idea, okay? But at the end of the day, this is something you've wanted to happen. So whether it's something you're going after or somebody coming after you, it's your movie or the guest movie, don't hold back, all right? Don't. Just soak it in. These are the moments. This is one of those energies that brings in those moments in life. The great perhaps, the maybe, the what if, all of that. It's a chance to take a look. It's one of those moments to savor. It's one of those energies to savor, all right? Because it's important. It's a chance for you to just see. Don't hold back. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be like, oh God, that kind of. Just live it. That's all. Life is just a series of snapshots. That's all it is. Time is an illusion. All right? And we are the illusionist. All right? Life is just a series of snapshots. It works the same way a video works. 30 frames a second kind of a thing. It's just much faster than that in life. But that's all it is. When you look back on it, that's all it'll be, is a series of snapshots, all right, with little segments of maybe some video. At the end of the day here, don't hold back. What's happening is stuff that at one time you may have wanted to happen, because it's all about what ifs, but at the end of the day, it does have the potential to make you feel good if you don't hold back, all right? It's all happening because of the energy around. The energy is temporary. Just like this is harvest time, the 7 of Pentacles. That's temporary. You leave the fruit on the vine too long, you've gone past where you're going to get any money for it. Nobody buying bananas that are already brown. Okay? You got to get them while they're green. All right? So it's temporary energy. That being said, I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo on this. I'm going to find out what's going on for you in this energy. I want to see what all this is about here for you. Some of the energy around you, see what's going on. There's some serious karma tied to all this with the world and karma here. All right, and I want to see what your connection is with whoever this. You got one main energy that's attached with this. There might be multiple energies, but there is one energy that's very strong. I want to see what your connection with that is. I'll pull a pyramid and any other little side reads I think we need. All right, so if you want the extended links in the description. Otherwise, I hope this reading was helpful. And I hope you take advantage of this energy and listen to what I said. If you didn't hear what I said, rewind, play it back. All right? It's an important energy. That's why I pull on it. I don't pull on energies that aren't important. I don't waste my time. All right? That being said, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck.